Hi guys, today I'm finally going to do a ranking of 2023 Eurovision songs. I've been working on it for the past few months because I'm lazy and unorganized, but I will try to keep it interesting and simple and short, fairly short, because there are 37 songs I think, so this might take some time, but I will try to shorten it as much as I can because I don't want it to last for an hour or something. So at the beginning, I just want to say that these are all my opinions and they are mostly justified by something, but sometimes it's just that I don't feel something. So that might happen, and that doesn't mean that I have something against the artist or the song or the country. That just means that it's not for me. So that's it, and I hope you will be enjoying it, and I want to ask you to write your opinions because I am really curious about them. Since I'm not that good at ranking things in numbers, I just decided to make the songs into sort of a tier system. When we have 4 categories, we have the first one, which is I don't like it, the second one, which is I don't have feelings about it, the third one, which is I like it, and the fourth one, which is I love it. The order is important, but it's not the most important. Okay, so we're going on to the lowest category, which is I don't like this, and I am the person that tries to respect opinions and that different people feel differently about different songs, but these are the songs that I just couldn't quite justify to put in the no feelings category. So yeah, here we go. No, I'm better solo. I never let me down, down. As a Polish person, I apologize to Eurovision fans. We didn't want this to happen, I swear. Sure, it's catchy, but only because it's so freaking generic. I mean, if this was played at the radio, I probably wouldn't object, I'd just hit it out, but to go out to a contest with it is beyond me. Even worse, Blanca just doesn't sound really good live. It's so breathy, out of tune, and I feel like they didn't do much work on it. She's not hitting notes and she sounds tired from the start. It's all really breathy, and I know you might say she's dancing, you try doing it at the same time. Okay, I know it's hard, but you know, K-pop idols do it and it sounds good, so it's possible. And you might say that the K-pop idols reference is inaccurate because they are trained to do this. Yes, they are, and they can do it because they are trained. If you can't do it, then just don't. There's no requirement to do it. And the song isn't even vocally demanding. I swear we had better candidates. Don't think about us with this entry in mind. Also, I've seen the leaked version of a dance break in this song, and it sounds disturbingly like slow-mo. I didn't like slow-mo, but it does sound like it, and I am scared of the final effect of it. So yeah, I am sorry, don't blame us. The first thing I have to say is that I don't know what is up with the lyrics. If someone sang this to me, I would most certainly run the fuck away from the creep. Which is a shame, because the music has its moments. However, it still is forgettable. I usually put this kind of song in the no feelings section, but the lyrics are what earned this song its place. Sorry, I'm just really creeped out. While I really got moved by how they talked about the song in the Late Late Show video, I didn't like it when I actually heard it. It's just that the song is really generic and vanilla. It uses phrases we've seen to convey a message we've seen both in Eurovision and outside it. I've heard heavy inspiration from other songs such as Heroes, A Sky Full of Stars, and many other songs in this music. And by heavy inspiration, I don't mean positive. It's just forgettable, and I don't see it having any impact. In fact, it tires me a bit, and it's just so vanilla. I can't stand it. Instead I wrote a song about how you did me wrong. I could have cried at home. I just find this song so generic and no different from every other radio song that I have no reason to listen to it. It bores me. There's nothing that makes me want to hear it. The upside is that it's catchy, but even the catchy part sounds like I heard it before. I'm just wondering why did they add the rap part at the end, because in my opinion it didn't help. And I'm sorry, I love UK, I really tried, but I just can't bring myself to it. I love the vibe at the start, but for me it quickly goes away and it becomes a bit generic. Maybe not a bit, really generic. I feel like the song isn't that much of a good fit for her. In the live version she's good at the verses, but I'm under the impression that the chorus goes a little too fast or too hard, and I'm not sure she can keep up with it, but it isn't that noticeable because of the backtrack. This doesn't make her a bad vocalist, the song might be just not the right fit for her. And of course, I might be wrong, I just don't feel the song at all. The chorus sounds like an Ava Max song to me, and I strongly lean towards disliking her music. This is mostly because of, and this is gonna be controversial, the amount of shameless sampling of timeless hits in her songs, but this is a topic for another video. All in all, Queen of Kings tires me. And I'm sorry for this because I really like Norway. I love Norway, it's one of my favorite countries. The singer is good, the music is good, the first half is really good, but firstly, what are these lyrics? Why did they choose to do it in English? Did they just shove it into Google Translate and call it a day? I feel like I don't speak English when I listen to it. Secondly, I said that the first half is really good. What do I hold against the second half? That it is almost the same. I think the song had potential, but at the end of the day, it feels a bit boring to me. Nothing happens. So while I'm not happy about it because it's the type of music I'd normally like, I'm not crazy about it. Quite the opposite. It tires me. It's kind of boring. It's gonna be phenomenal. I feel like they couldn't decide what to write. It's like 5 songs crammed in one. At the end it leaves me really tired, and I honestly only like one part a bit more. The rest feels uneventful to me. I don't have much to say, just every time it ends I feel weirdly overwhelmed. I'm also a bit worried for the live performance since you can only find snippets. I liked the intro at first, but then it was going on for far too long in my opinion. Half the time I don't hear everyone singing, just the main vocalists. I absolutely love the people in white, I like their part. I also like the guitar solo. The vocalist is good, of course. Nonetheless, it's not for me. I think it's supposed to be emotional, but it goes way too much. I just can't see myself listening to it without feeling a bit overwhelmed. It doesn't speak to me at all. So on to the next category, which is I don't have any feelings about it. And it's I might have feelings, but they are not strongly negative or not strongly positive. So they are just hanging around here. I don't wanna be a soldier. I don't wanna have to play with real blood. I love the piano, but then it doesn't really appeal to me that much in terms of the music. My friend said that if the soldier part was only sung once and not repeated, it would be better, and after considering it, I agree. While the music isn't doing it for me, I think it's okay. I like the message. Normally I would be all for it, but I'm not sure how I feel about songs about war, considering that it's very much happening currently. All in all, I just don't feel like talking much about this song because I'm pulled in different directions. I like the concept, but I feel I can't quite get into it, and I'm not sure what the reason is. I just feel like something's missing in it as a whole. Either way, it's well executed and probably a good song, although I have another issue. I think some parts seem repetitive and I don't like all the lyrics, particularly the I decide to be good, do good, look good doesn't sit right with me, especially the look good. The rest is okay. My favorite part is the one that's not in English though. I wish her luck because it's not bad, it's just my preference. Moreover, she does well live, so that's good.
Burning daylight, I'm scared that I'm falling behind.
I'm not saying it's bad, it's good or okay. I just feel like something's missing in the song. To me, it lacks impact. There are parts that I really love, but when it ends, I catch myself thinking, oh, so that was all. I really want to like it more, but it's just not there. I still wish them luck because it's not bad, I just forget about it most of the time. However, I think that with the right staging, it might really leave a mark.
And all I care about is you. You stuck on me like a tattoo.
I liked Euphoria, not crazy about it because it was overplayed, but still, I like it. With Tattoo, I sort of think it already feels overplayed. It's dated from the very start. I mean, it's well executed and it's okay. I like the tattoo. I just get bored with it easily. I mean, it's good, but not really for me. There's nothing there for me to come back for. I just feel like it's been years since the song was released, which is not true. I'm not sure why I get that feeling, but
You will know, over me.
I don't know. The song is certainly not bad, but I think it's something we've seen before. There's nothing new and fresh in it, thus I'm not really into it. There's no impact and there's nothing new, so I don't feel the need to listen to it. Honestly, I don't remember it most of the time. It's just getting mixed with all other similar songs in my head. She's a good singer though.
Blood and glitter, sweet and bitter, we're so happy we could die.
I love rock, I love metal, but this song doesn't do it for me. It feels a bit rushed, the transitions between the parts are harsh, and when the vocal goes hard, the music sort of stays the same, which makes it all a bit underwhelming. It's like they decided the music and the vocals separately and then put it together without adjusting. On top of that, it's repetitive. But somehow, I still kinda enjoy it. It's like sort of a guilty pleasure.
I'm not scared to love you, but I'm scared of breaking my heart.
It's a TikTok song. It's a really cute and pleasant TikTok song. And yeah, I like it. I just won't really praise it because I don't see myself listening to it too much, but it gives so pure and all nice vibes that I will still smile for it. But the smile and the light head bob is just about it. The third category, which is the first that is really positive, and I like it. So these are the songs that I like, but maybe I feel a bit guilty about it, or I don't like them that much to put it in the highest category, so here we go. This one isn't really included in the order here, it's hanging around somewhere in this tier. I really enjoy being around this song. I usually like weird stuff, and these guys are straight up pranksters. I actually researched them a little, and I am being thrown between being disturbed and amazed. Because I mostly can understand Croatian, I was really flabbergasted, so I kinda had to research it. The song's history is really interesting. I recommend looking into it. I'll try to link the video I watched. I just can't quite get myself to like the staging fully. I know that most of it helps to channel the message, and I'm fully okay with that. I just give up on the nudity. It's the one thing that was not needed. That's why I'm holding back a bit. But other than that, I'm caught off guard, but I'm really happy that I was caught off guard.
Tell me more about me. You are.
Nostalgia hits hard. I like this song. It makes me feel so chill and calm, and I feel that vibe of being 11 and hanging out with my friends outside. I probably won't listen too often, but when I will, it will be a pleasant experience. I wish them luck. So Lithuania is sending Monikas every year, huh? Okay, but about the song, I'm not crazy about it, but I like it. It's well executed, it's really good. Just not something I listen to very often. However, I will be more than happy if it does well in the contest. I love the part in Lithuanian, and although it won't be happening that much, listening to the song gives me sort of a comfort, and it sure is good.
Well, you know what they say. Lost souls make sure no one loses the way.
Okay, but this is so good. It's not the song I would be crazy about, but it is really good and I enjoy listening to it. From what I've seen, he's great live. I think he's really impressive. I feel that with impactful staging, the song might do so well. Really beautiful.
Now I see myself building up a world on freedom.
It's a really good ballad. I don't really feel ballads the way I used to a few years ago because I feel that it's the type of song that was so overused with seemingly deep lyrics and meaning that it became mostly meaningless. That was a complicated sentence, but I hope you get it. But Bridges, it's a ballad that's worth listening to every once in a while, and I like it and I appreciate it. I'm also really happy that Alika pulls it off live. Alika's good at projecting the emotions onto the song, and thus I really feel the song. Piano has some very nice moments too, and I love the piano in general, so it elevates the song. Not crazy about it, but it's really good.
But hey, wait, what you say? Do you wanna dance?
I won't hide it, I'm a sweater person. And I really like this song, the way they perform it with all this awkwardness. I love the saxophone and all that. When I first wrote it, I was angry it wasn't on Spotify, but when I'm recording, it finally is. And I'm all for this cute, awkward entry. Also, the shiny sweater at the end is absolutely fabulous. I want this. I know this song isn't the most original or fresh, but the performance is what gets me. It's nice, and it's nice that we get some nostalgia from time to time. It's groovy, I like it.
Cause of you.
I really like this song, I love the positive energy. Whenever it would play, I will dance, even though I'm not a good dancer and it's hard to make me dance. I really love the feeling it gives me, and that's kinda it. It's such a fun, positive song, and Gustav pulls it off live, so there's nothing to complain about. And now onto the songs I love and enjoy the most in the contest this year. I absolutely love this song. I listen to it quite often and I think the song is amazing and the vocalist is incredibly charismatic. I sure will listen to it after Eurovision and I can say that it's good for a really long time. The thing is, I absolutely hate the staging. It's not even about that they're almost nude. It's just done in such a way that it's a bit cringeworthy and really boring. So much could have been done with this song, and I really hope they will change the staging because this is not good. I think that it might make some people prejudiced towards the song. I mean, when they see that, they don't really want to focus on the song, and also I don't think it just fits. So if they change it, I'll be all for it.
Hello? Some Mrs. Bava.
I'm into the concept of it. I like much of what I hear. Of course, it's weird, but I rarely think that it's bad, and I don't think that now. I think it reflects what one might feel living in the world we live in right now.
Get out of my way, yeah, yeah. Guess I got a heart of steel.
I really love this song. It's more simple than other entries this year and previous Ukrainian entries in terms of sound, but once again, it means something and I love it. I listen to it quite often and I'm very happy I got the chance to get to know it.
You can break a broken heart.
I love this song so much. It slaps, it's powerful, the vocals are great, I can feel it, I'm all for it. I also saw some live snippets and they sound amazing too. I'm so happy Cyprus decided to go this route this year because it's way too good to be wasted. I really love it. And now I'm wondering why did I write a sentence like I also saw Sam. It's so hard to say.
Soarele, soarele, soarele și luna, nopțile, nopțile, nopțile cu luna.
This slaps so hard. I love the folk elements and how they incorporated it into the song. I like the flute. Since the Denjak isn't here this year, someone had to do it and they understood the excitement. Everything about the song itself is great and powerful, and I just find the performance a bit confusing, although it works. But all in all, I enjoy it so much, I will praise it for a long, long time. This type of songs is what I'm Slavic for. I always wonder why other Slavic languages feel so powerful to me in this type of songs, but my own doesn't. You'd say that it's because I speak it, but I understand most of the others too. But enough about that. While the music video kinda scares me, I really love this song in the studio version. Like I said, it feels powerful, I feel it, I pretty much remember all of it by now, and it's absolutely amazing. What worries me is the live version. What we've seen so far is pretty underwhelming, and I hope that will not be the case with the final product. It's not easy to listen to, so they really have to do their best to make it work live. It would be sad if this song didn't do well, because it's great, so I'm just really counting on them to piece it together to work better.
Promise me it's gonna be alright.
I love bands, I love rock, I love metal, and I like this song. I think I didn't feel it too well yet, but it slaps and I really enjoy it. If I was at a concert when this played, I'd scream my lungs out. The guitar is amazing. I think the right staging would make it the dark horse this year. It's great.
Ai coração, ai coração.
I must admit I didn't like it at first. Probably because I listened without headphones and the sound quality isn't great in the video I've seen. And now I really enjoy the song. The vocalist is good and I like the atmosphere. I think I'm not in my final place with this song. I can either go crazy about it or somehow leave it behind. I'm not set yet, but either way I'll cheer for it in the contest and after. It's so well executed and has such vibe that it deserves it.
Y tú la noche te veía.
My issue with this song would be that it's the type of song that's rarely is listened to by itself. It sort of needs a performance, but that wouldn't be an issue since it's Eurovision. And I found over time that I was able to overcome that issue, so I don't know why I'm saying that. That's just how I felt at the beginning. So yeah, now I listen to it quite often without watching it. And this song is absolutely amazing in case of how she sings, the meaning, the feeling, and everything. I'm all for it. It's beautiful.
Don't wake up, wake up.
I love it. I love the song. I love what it means. I love how it makes me sad and comforted at the same time. I love how it's haunting and moving. I love the guitar. At first, I wasn't that much into the very beginning of the song, but now I like it too. It makes me uncomfortable and I feel it at the same time. They do well live. I've seen nothing to complain about, and I'll praise this song for all time. This is the music I love, the one that makes me feel something.
Любили се играли, кога нас jutri večne bo.
You already know this, but I love bands. This song is really great and I listen to it all the time since I first heard it. It is very catchy and has these nice little details. I love when songs have these little sounds in the background that make them so much better. They're so good live. I have no bad thought about it, and it's an instant classic for me. I feel this song so much, I'm vibing really hard every time, and I love the music video, it's funny. I want to say hi to all the Slovenians here because I've never had a better experience with locals than the one in Slovenia. I love you guys.
Che giri fanno due vite.
Why are Italian songs always so good? I mean, they have the advantage of a beautiful language, but I can't say much. I just really feel this song and it's mesmerizing. The live performance is so amazing too. He pulls it off perfectly. I feel like I can get lost completely in the music and just enjoy. I love it. It's magnificent.
Évidemment, toutes ces belles promesses que j'entends, ce n'est que du vent.
This song is just wow. It has this beautiful classy feeling, but at the same time you could dance to it, and the lyrics are pretty amazing. If it will sound that good live, I will probably cry and scream because this song is everything. I love this type of music. I love unhinged songs. This one is unhinged, but it's actually a great song. The girls are amazing, they sound amazing, it's amazingly catchy, and I don't know how many times I said amazing. It not only sounds good and is funny, but it's a smart commentary on artists' situation. I love this, it's perfect, it's stuck in my head at all times. At the time I am recording, there's no official live performance, but I can't wait for it because I'm obsessed with this song. And big thanks to them for making an easy choreo because I can't dance. And I want to dance, but I can't. I love this. This is really amazing. When you look at the lyrics, it looks like a party song, but it doesn't really feel like it. And I love how the song is powerful, and I just find myself screaming along to it and just screaming in my head, even in public. I also like the stage. The dancers were a brilliant idea. I think they could add something, but it has a really good starting point, and the live performance is flawless. I can't decide if I prefer the first or the second part. It's just too good. Okay, guys, so we've been through it. To sum up, I think this year is quite okay. I think that there are many great songs this year. I am wondering if I prefer this year or previous year, and I'd probably say the previous one because there were many people that I like outside of the contest, like Ochman or Mahmoud. Oh my god, I did this Polish art thing. Did you? Or and we had Subwoofer. That was so great. I love that. But this year is pretty strong too. I think I will enjoy the contest. But I always enjoy the contest. I mean, I'm an Eurovision fan, so that most certainly will happen. I am really curious about your opinions, so feel free to write them in the comments or link your videos if you have them. And I would be really thankful if you stayed here for a bit and maybe looked forward to my other videos. Some of them will be about Eurovision, and I plan on doing this every year for as long as I will dare to. Other than that, you can still find music content on my channel. Right now it's mostly focused on K-pop, but it isn't all, and I am planning on doing much more interesting things than what you can see here right now, so stay tuned because it's coming. I'm going to give this place much content, so I'd be really grateful if you stayed. And also I have a Eurovision video from last year, and I am really proud of it. I am really proud of it. I think it's funny, so you can look into it. I will link it here. So I wish you all the best and happy Eurovision, I guess. Bye guys, hope to see you again.